Wow. Well, good Sunday morning, everybody. Let me take a little inhaler hit here. Good morning, Creator. How are you today, brother? Yes, it's the same way here. Very beautiful sunrise today. Been been cloudy and rainy and foggy past few days. Hi, Lynn. How are you this morning? Thanks for stopping in. Good morning, Kaz Mix. How are you today? Hi. Happy Sunday. Oh, and there's Terry. Good morning, Terry. How are you this morning, dear? Yes, God bless America. Certainly. Well, I'm flying them today for our great patriots that are down in Branson, Missouri, for the Veterans Weekend. I would love to have gone, but I'm just not. I'll tell you, it's kind of wrestling a little bit. Um, oh yeah, I know, Creator. Um, I had a good doctor's appointment. She listened to my chest and everything. You know, in my heart, we're gonna set me up with a cardiologist, but um, they took blood for my blood panels, and so I'll hear something back here. My nurse Tammy will give me a call here. Probably, I would say, here the first of the week I'll hear from her, and I'm going to talk to her about that. I didn't talk to her about this um, last week at my appointment because we was pretty busy and there was some paperwork and stuff I had to fill out and so we didn't we I didn't talk with them about it yet, but I will, Creator. I will. We uh, we did a little bit of research on it, but uh, we really need to do a lot more. Terry says Veterans Day weekend. Yes, Terry. Uh, we uh, we love our veterans. No, I was Terry. I was right on the cusp of Vietnam. Um, I um, I was too young when I graduated high school. I graduated early, and um, so I went to Texas after high school, and I had some friends up here. I was going to probably get in some trouble if I stuck around up here in uh, in Missouri. So I had a good friend that lived in Texas, and so I put my uh, army jacket on with the flag on the back and my backpack, and I headed off down the road with my thumb out and uh, uh, so I registered. I turned 18 in Texas. I got a real good job detailing cars, and I had a chauffeur's license, so I did a lot of picking up and taking home of the customers, and I did a lot of car transport. New car. I worked for a dealership, Cadillac dealership, and I drove new Cadillacs back and forth from Dallas to Houston on dealer trades and stuff. So I registered when I turned 18 in in at Fort Hood, and that was in '74. Well, uh, in '75, and I was one A. I figured I was going, and in early '75, they stopped the draft, and of course we all know what happened after that. The disgraceful uh, thing that happened in Saigon, and we helicoptered our people off the top of the embassy, and so by the rest of the time, by the time uh, Iraq and all of that, I was too old to go, but I registered, but I didn't enlist because I had a kind of a issue with authority. I didn't figure I should put myself in that position, but if I had been called, I would have gone to serve my country, and I love it. I love my country. So I flying flags today for number one for our great people that are in uh, in Branson, uh, getting ready to celebrate Veterans Day. I wished I was down there with them, um, but um, and tomorrow is Veterans Day, and yes, if it wasn't for our veterans, um, we would be in bad shape, and and we need to treat our veterans a lot better. It's a shame how they're being treated right now, but I think we got a feller in there uh, that's gonna do something about that. Um, Creator says yes. We have to remember 11th hour of 11th day of the 11th month. Well said, Creator. Yes, we certainly do. Um, uh, we owe them everything. It'd be a lot different world if it wasn't for the brave men and women of our military. Um, it's the greatest in the world. Um, Terry says, "Very cool, Mobo." Thank you, Terry. Bless your heart. It's so good to see you in here. I really appreciate you stopping in on a Sunday morning and chatting with us. Um, uh, Creator says, "Oh Lord, I was born in '74." Hey, Creator, like I told a lot of you, I'm old enough to be your grandpa. Oh, Terry's flying the flags. Yeah, darling, it's very important. It's a shame, up to this point, they've been calling us names for flying our flag, and I'm glad to see that those days are behind us for a while, for 4 years anyway, because we know how our president feels about America, and it's good to have him back. Um, should have should never he should have been here for the past 4 years, but we know about that. Terry says he'll help our veterans. Yes, ma'am. Terry, I truly believe that there's better days ahead for the United States of America. I surely do. Creator says many homeless vets here too, treated worse than stray dogs. It's disgusting. Yeah, Creator, some of them facilities are pretty bad now. Uh, there is good works in the VA, but there's lots of room for improvement. There certainly is. Uh, Lynn says my dad is 92, still still living, Korean veteran. Uh, wow. Well, Lynn, uh, thank you for his service. Give him a big hug for all of us, because we love our veterans. Um, my uncle just passed away. He was 90, and he was a Korean veteran, but he never left the States. He was a cook up in Minnesota or Michigan, one of the two, at the base up there. He served his country, but he never left it. He never left the country. And it was kind of, when his grandsons, they when they found out that he never went overseas, they were disappointed that he hadn't, shot somebody or something. I guess, I don't know. There's many ways of serving your country in the military, and a lot of it doesn't involve going overseas. There's lots of help needed right here, and so I was always, that was kind of sad that his grandsons were disappointed in his military service. It was, but that's the generation. That's the generation that we live in. Lynn says our flag flies every day. Oh, well, bless your heart, Lynn. I don't fly them every day, but I fly them of course, on 4th of July, Memorial Day, and when we go out to the overpass, we got an overpass that we go fly, wave flags on over the big road, and so them flags got a lot of miles on them. I hadn't, these cloth flags, they kind of bleed, they fade a little bit. When they get wet, they turn pink. Terry says the timing is for a purpose. Yes, Terry, I do believe you're right. I think folks had to see how bad it could get to appreciate how good it's going to get. I certainly believe that. Lynn says, I will thank you. Creator sends hearts and prayers. Yes, Creator. The power of prayer is real. I'm a living proof of that. Lynn says, I'm in Nebraska. I'm in Missouri here, Lynn. This is Missouri, western side. We're out in the country. I got a little elbow room out here. Creator says, war ain't for God's children. Wars are created by the banking cartel. Yes, Creator, you're right. And we see that happening today. How there's something going on over across the oceans, that these governors of these states that have a lot of weapons plants are making a lot of money. You know how we talk about that money. Creator says, yes, Terry, nothing is by accident. True statement, Creator. There's a plan. There certainly is a plan. And we just need to believe, and that he's got it for us. He leads us down that narrow, crooked path for sure. Terry says, if only this generation could live that generations for 24 hours, they would have a greater appreciation. Yes, ma'am. These young people today need to re-examine their priorities. That's for sure. Sonal says, hello, Mobo. Hey, Sonal, glad to see you this morning. Happy Sunday morning, day before Veterans Day. Thanks for coming in this morning. Appreciate you. Creator says, hi, Sanal. Um, so, yeah, just wanted to come on here this morning. Gosh, here it's already been 30 minutes. Oh, well, it was running 15 before I got in the truck. Uh, I I need to take another. Let me take another hit off of this. Sanal says, hello, Creator. But it's a beautiful, beautiful Sunday morning. It's a little chilly. Terry's digging out there in Colorado. Looks like he got a pretty good dose of snow. Hope you're doing all right and got stocked up in the fridge so you don't have to go out and fool around too much. The Creator says too much foolishness and selfishness in today's generation. Yeah, Creator. This good example of it. Now they're all worried about their student debt again. Pay your bills, young people. Nothing's free. And if somebody says something's free, you better ask them how much it costs. So, youngins, pay your bills. It's not up to us to pay your student debt. You should be a little more frugal about your debt. You'll learn. And these colleges, cost a lot of money. I think there's maybe something could be adjusted a little bit there, but I'm from the school of hard knocks, so Terry says, hello, everybody. I'm listening and cleaning the kitchen. Well, thanks for keeping me on there, Terry. I appreciate you. Goodness, I'm so blessed to have so many wonderful people in my chat. So many folks have lots of I call them agitators and instigators, and so far I've been pretty fortunate. A lot of folks say, well, it's coming. You'll have your share of them down the road. I hope not, but we'll, like I say, we'll cross that road when we get to I can't really see where they've got much to to troll in here, but they don't really need a reason, I guess. Lynn says good morning to everybody. Creator says, blessed be everyone. Yes, thank you, Creator. We all appreciate that. We sure do. So I figured instead of y'all looking at me, that we just watch the flags waving in the wind. They're a beautiful sight. I love our flag. It's it's a waving flag is a humbling thing when you realize what it took to get us here. And Sanal says, good morning, everyone. It is a good morning. Every morning is a good morning. When you wake up, it's a great day. I had to get a minute. Sonal says, I agree. Yeah, every day is a blessing. Certainly is. Well, I tell you, I'm, I'm just sitting here watching the flag wave. Terry says, I lost my best friend this year, and just shortly before her 60th birthday. I used to call her and ask her, how are you doing? And she would say, well, I'm alive. Terry says, I miss that. Well, I'm sorry, Terry. Loss is difficult. Um, but we're here for you. And Lynn says, sorry to hear that, Terry. Lynn sends you prayers and love. Yeah, Terry, it's um, loss is difficult. It certainly is. But she's there. She's with you. She's with you. She's right there in your heart. All you gotta do is close your eyes and she's right there. Yeah. And we'll all be together. You know that we're promised that. We'll all be together again. Certainly will. I had a cousin. I never met her. Um, but we spoke on the phone, and it's kind of funny how we met. I always knew of her, but I had just never met her. There was a lot of cousins. My dad was the youngest of 13, and there was a lot of cousins that I had never met. And um, through kind of a roundabout way, we we didn't meet face to face. It felt like we knew each other forever. She's just the sweetest thing. I helped her reconnect with her daughter, an adopted daughter that she had to give up when she was a young girl. Um, she she got pregnant with her daughter, and her parents, of course, back in the day, uh, they put the baby up for adoption. Well, along the road, and I'm kind of the family history guy because I did so much um, genealogy study of my family because losing my father early and getting separated from the family, which is what happens with death. It's not unusual. I spent a lot of time. I was in construction, and I spent a lot of time in genealogy library up in the city, and I sat shoulder to shoulder with adopted people looking for their biological parents. It leaves a huge hole in their heart. Creator says spirit is eternal. She lives on through you. Yes, yes, Creator. That's why I say, Terry, she's right there. She's right there with you, right there in the kitchen right now. Yeah, yeah, we're talking about her. She's with you. Terry says, Mobo, you're sweet. You too, Lynn. Thanks. I've lost my mom and all of my family. I do have my sons and my husband. Terry says, wouldn't be so bad if I was allowed to see my grandson. Oh, got some family issues. That's I'm sorry to hear that, Terry. Well, you know that'll change one of these days. Everything every day's a new day. Just look forward. He's there in your heart. Um, it'll you know it'll work out. I truly believe that. And the reason I say that is because I'd never done a DNA test. The the story around the holiday tables. I can remember as a young child was that my grandma was a Native American. Well, I would have loved to have found documentation that confirmed that, but I never could. Oh, there's Sabine. Hi, Sabine. Good morning, darling. Goodness. Well, of course, it's morning here. It's probably, I think it's about 8 o'clock or a little after 8 here. It's almost dinner time at your house. Um, thanks for coming in. Terry says Sabine gives you a hug. She giving you a hug, Sabine. Yes, we love Sabine. She's a wonderful person. Her and Timo and Bax. We love Bax. So anyway, um, Sabine says, I just saw that you were on. My notification bell is not working properly. Yeah, YouTube kind of messes around with this, Sabine. Um, but so my cousin, it just he'd always, every time I'd speak to him, well, have you ever found out about Grandma's Native American heritage? And I'd say, no, I sure haven't, JD. I don't know. I've, um, I know we're as Irish and Scottish as you can get, but I looked through Indian rolls and just all kinds of Native American avenues in genealogy and never could find anything. Oh, there's Timo. Hi, Timo. How you doing, brother? Good to see you. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you taking time to to stop in here. I'll for sure see y'all this afternoon here, your evening at your house for the premiere. Today's premiere. I think you say we're going to go to Germany. So I'll see you later this afternoon. Lynn T says hello, Sabine, and optimism. That's a good one. Yes, Timo is a great a, a great human. He really is. Uh, we love we love our Switzerland family for sure. Sabine says, I am tipping on my cell phone. Please do understand that I am a bit slow with answering back. Oh, you don't have to apologize, darling. You surely don't. Oh, I know that dang autocorrect. Lynn T says, autocorrect got me, LOL, Optimob. But he is optimism. He's Mr. Optimism. Oh my goodness, that's too funny. Sabine says, hello, Lynn T. Optimob says, good morning. Yes, later is premiere, and we would like to show you the way over Simple Pass Road. Looking forward to it, Timo. Uh, we'll be there for sure. Timo says, hi, Lynn T. Timo says, congratulations on 131 subs. I know, Timo. Um, I tell you, I'm overwhelmed. It's it's been an incredible journey thus far. So many wonderful people. I can't even put it into words. So I'm not even going to try because no words can can describe how appreciated and and loved that y'all are for your support. Sabine says, LOL, Lynn. I'm totally understand. I have the same problem over here with the autocorrect. I don't even use it. You know, sometimes it wants to, you got to put that little check mark. Um, you know, a lot of folks uses um, talk to text, and I ain't going to try that because, boy, that'd really butcher what I'd be trying to say. So, with that dang check mark, it'll sure put words into your mouth, won't it? Or into your fingers. Sabine says, no worries, we totally understand. Thumbs up and a smile. Timo says, yes. OP equals optimistic Timo equals first name B equals first letter of last name Optimob. Oh, Timo, you're a grin. Sabine says, yes, exactly. Congratulations. Oh, thank you so much, Sabine. I, I've had so much encouragement and support. It's just incredible. Um, YouTube is a marathon. You need time. Yeah, Timo, that's true. You know, lots of folks they want they focus so much on the numbers. I think, and the numbers will come. But you know, we're on it right now, society. We sure are. Um, Terry says, Opti? Yes, 100%. YouTube is definitely a marathon, not a sprint. That is that is such a good way to put it. Timo says, I made a shout out on your stream on my page. Oh, well, thank you, Timo. I haven't figured out how to work all that community stuff. I'm still a kind of a rookie, and so I'll get better as time goes along. Timo says Optimob has a deeper meaning. Yeah, I figured there was something to that. Took me a little while to figure out that there was your name right there in it, and the B, of course, is your beginning of your last name. Timo says I started. Oh, chat's moving a little quick there. Timo says I started in 2009. Oh, there's Black Line. Good morning, Black Line. Good morning, my friend. Yes, good morning, Black Line. Oh my goodness, happy Sunday. Um, the creator says, hey, BL. Sabine says, good morning, Black Line. Optimob says, you are welcome, Mobo. Thank you, Timo. I tell you, you you are a big reason that my channel is where it's at, sir. And I want to let you know I'm eternally grateful for your support. Optimob says, "Good morning, Black Lion and Lynn T." Sabine says, "Good morning, Eye of Creator." Optimob says, "Hello, Terry's Trips, Tips, and Talk." Optimob says, "Hi, Eye of Creator." Eye of Creator says, "Good morning, Sabine." Creator says, "Hey, Optimob." Black Lion says, "Good morning, everybody." Creator says, "Sorry, I'm cooking dinner." Don't be sorry, Creator. Uh, Thanks for hanging in here. Um, I like I say, I just so blessed with so many wonderful people in here that would sit, that would be working, cleaning their kitchen or cooking their dinner, and listening to me uh, yammer. It's a true blessing. You all are wonderful folks, and I'm truly blessed. I really am. Um, I wasn't sure how this whole thing was going to work out, whether anybody would want to stick in here, or what. But I'm really truly blessed. Um, Gosh, 9 likes and seven people watching. That's what I'm talking about. Creator says it's 2:36 here. Timo says in Switzerland it is 3:36 p.m. Terry says Optimob. She's waving and giving you hugs there, Timo. Um, I tell you, it's a wonderful community. Uh, Terry says, "Great group, Mobo." I know, Terry. Y'all are fantastic. Uh, I just uh, want to come in here for a little bit this morning and wish everybody a happy Sunday. So anyway, let me finish that. I get sidetracked. So anyway, my cousin would say, he would ask me every time, "Well, have you found anything out new about Grandma?" I'd say, "No, JD." I said, I'm looking, but if I find something out about our Native American heritage, you'll be the first one I call." And um, so he couldn't wait. So he took a DNA test. He spit in the tube, and he got my aunt at the time. She was getting up in age, but they decided that she would spit in the tube too. Um, so they did. They sent it in, and his stepdaughter was a genealogist too, and she managed his account. Well, Optimob says 100% Terry. Yeah, I bet it's a great group, Timo. It certainly is. Here's Ellis. "Hey, boy, how you doing? Or how are you?" "Well, Ellis, I'm doing good. How about yourself? I hope you're having a great Sunday morning so far. Um, Thanks for stopping in and uh, and hanging out with us for a little bit. A lot of good folks in here." Sabine says, "Oh yes, Terry's Trips, Tips, and Talk. It's a very nice community here. Mobo is a sweetheart, and so is Mrs. Mobo." Now, Sabine, you don't. You're gonna make me get overwhelmed, darling. Thank you so much for your kind words. Um, you and Timo are super people. And Bax, he's a dog, but he's our people too. We love Bax. Um, you and Timo are, like I say, you're a lot of them. You're responsible for a lot of growth in my little channel here. Ella says greetings from Roma, Italy. Well, goodness gracious. Welcome in, Ellis. Um, wow, that's awesome. I reckon you probably run across me on a scroll. Um, Sabine says hello, Ellis. Terry says, Ellis, hello from USA. Sabine says hello and greetings to Rome, Italy from Switzerland. Timo says Bonjomo, Bonjomo, and I'm pretty sure that means hello in Italian. Oh, Timo's waving an Italian flag. Timo's waving the Switzerland flag to the Italian flag. Yes, welcome in, Ellis. We're just sitting here chatting, watching the flags wave. Veterans Day tomorrow here in the United States, and we have a lot of good patriots that are down in Branson, Missouri this weekend, uh, uh, convoying, and today they are collecting. One of our great patriots is a truck driver, and they are collecting um, supplies and Christmas decorations and holiday things for the people in North Carolina that lost so much here a couple of weeks ago and are really suffering along and need all of our prayers and everything. And then of course, tomorrow they'll be in the Veterans Day Parade in Branson. Branson has a wonderful veterans celebration every year. Um, so I'm flying the flags for our country, our veterans, and our wonderful patriots in Branson, Missouri, that are working so hard uh, to to make to make our country better. You know, lots of patriots have been working awful hard the past several years to try to uh, pull us out of the ditch. This current administration has run our country into the ditch, and we've got a great man in there that's gonna pull us out of it. I have the utmost confidence. He's a truly blessed man. Sabine says, this is so beautiful. We can communicate in real time to everyone in the whole world. Hey, Sabine, I'm blown away by it every day. It's an incredible thing. It surely is. Um, uh, Optimob says, it's Italian for hello or good morning. I figured that's what that was. Terry says, yes, Sabine. It's amazing. It is amazing. Uh-oh. Who is that? Oh, I tell you, my wonderful wife is in here. Miss Mobo says, morning, everybody. Cooking breakfast. Yeah, she's kind of giving me a little hint that, and I need to do a breathing treatment here pretty quick. Um, uh, Creators told me about an herb. Um, I'm gonna check into that for sure. Sabine says, you know, Terry, it helps a lot to bring and unite us together. We, the people, should stick together. Truer words never spoken. Sabine. It's a worldwide thing. Sabine says hello, Mrs. Mobo. Is she giving you a wave and a hug from Switzerland and sending love from Switzerland? Oh no, that's Timo. Timo sending you love. Oh, here's Sabine. Sabine says, "Good morning, Mrs. Mobo. Loves and hugs." Lynn T says, "Morning, Mrs. Mobo, and everyone I've missed." Oh my goodness, it's just what an incredible day. So anyway, I'll continue on. I'm about done with this story. Um, so sure enough, there was a hit on the DNA, and it was from a lady that matched our DNA, our family's DNA. I've never taken a DNA test, but I don't really need to now because JD done it, and because he couldn't wait. Well, bless his heart. Turns out there isn't a Native American uh, strand of DNA anywhere in our family, and I was right. We're just as Italian and Scottish as we can be. So uh, so anyway, um, this lady was getting. JD says, "Well, do you want to talk to her?" I said, "Well, of course, I want to. I'll talk to her." Well, she's just the sweetest woman, and She was adopted, and I know the hole in the heart that adopted people have, because, like I say, I sat shoulder to shoulder with them, looking through old newspapers and census records and just all kinds of records that are available. And so Sabine says, "I just connected to you, Mrs. Mobo." Oh, Sabine, bless your heart. Uh, yeah, she's warming up to this YouTube thing. She's done awful good in the video. She because I told her, I said, "Hey, there's people that want to that want to see how pickles are canned, want to see how zucchini bread is made." I said, you have so much to offer, and so she lamented, and we had a lot of fun making those videos. And I got a couple that I need to get done. We've been kind of busy here wrapping up the garden, and it's been raining, and I've been out in the truck here fiddling around on the tube, and like I say, I'm terrible out of breath. It's kind of a bugger. You know, it's just one of those things that comes along with being human. Terry's trips, tips, and talk says, Sabine, 100%. Yes, Terry. It's true. I'm blown away by it every day to see wonderful people come in from across the world, Kenya, um, Africa, all across the United States, um, here Italy, um, Switzerland, Germany. Um, it's just incredible. I'm sure a lot of these people are scrollers. They come across on the scroll, say, "What is this? What's going on here today?" Optimob says, "I did too," and to Lynn T. Oh, Optimob, your support is, you know, I tell you, we're so lucky to have good folks that do this. Um, Lynn T says, "Thank you, Optimob." Optimob says, "You're welcome, Lynn T." Um, Optimob says, "We know exactly how difficult it is to grow a channel. It's like growing a plant. So we try to help so good we can." Yes, Timo. And there's a lot of good folks across the tube. I talked about a couple of them here the other day. um, that have really been a big encouragement too. Um, Backyard Fun Country Boy uh, is one of them. There's a young man that's in here just a little bit ago. Black Lion. Uh, they're they're two ornery Americans, boy, and I tell you what, they don't tolerate no silliness. They sure don't, and it's wonderful that they that I can say that they have my back and that they've given me a lot of good advice, and and they're great guys. They're great Americans, uh, and they like to have a good time, and and so uh, it's it's fun to watch them. Yeah, they're great guys. Sabine says, "Oh, my channel is not no content because I use it mostly to support other channels with it." Yeah, well, you and Timo, you're kind of like you know, peas and carrots. You know, y'all go together, and so uh, you know, it's but it's great. You know that another thumbs up, another sub it just helps channels grow. Uh, and we love you, Sabine. You're awesome. Sabine says, I probably should start to put a bit of content on it. LOL. Well, you know that's kind of up to you. Um, you could uh, put up a vid or short of Timo trying to keep up with Bax. Uh, uh, Terry says, Sabine, I use my other accounts as well to support in different niches. Um, well, I only got one channel. It's hard enough for me to keep up with it. You know, I getting a lot of comments lately because it is my subs are growing, and then I try to watch a different sub for 30 minutes or so to uh, to like their stuff and give them support. Sabine says that is nice, Terry. It helps a lot. Awesome. Yeah, it is awesome. Y'all are great. I just can't even put it into words. Timo says, "Oh, okay. Nice to know, Terry. Terry's trips, tips, and talk." I love the name of your channel, Terry. It's a mouthful for me to say. So, anyways, on with the story. Um, this young lady was starting to get. There's a lot of the family apparently that did take DNA tests. Might have been for the same reason, because lots of us do have them high cheekbones and that Native American nose and that coal black hair, and I could see where that would happen. You know what that would make them think that. But so anyway, um, we've got a lot of folks out in Washington State. Several of the brothers of my grandpa's brothers headed out west and Idaho. They were miners and worked in the copper mines and um, and several of the sons, my dad's brothers, my grandpa's sons, um, lived out on the west coast, California, Oregon, and Washington. It's beautiful out there. I was fortunate enough to take a couple of trips out there, and I had met one of my uncles Of course, the other two were passed by the time um, I got out there, but one of my dad's brothers uh, and his sister-in-law, his wife, were they were up in their 80s, late 80s, and I was fortunate enough to get out there and see him and some of my cousins before my aunt and uncle. They've passed now. They moved on to whatever's next, and so this young lady was getting a lot of DNA hits out there on the West Coast. And so I called one of my cousins. I said, hey, because this girl, she, if she'd have found out, if this young lady would have contacted her, and she found out that this young lady had been in contact with me, I'd have been in big trouble. So I called out there and I said, listen, I said, there's a young lady um, that's getting some DNA hits from the family out there on the West Coast, and I thought maybe I ought to let you know before it might come along to you, and I didn't want you to be upset at me. Well, a few days went by, and all of a sudden I started getting a bunch of texts because I told her, I said, hey, I've got pictures of her, and I said I've talked to her quite extensively, and I said I've got her phone number. I'm sure she'd enjoy speaking with you. Optimob says if you leave from your accounts a comment underneath a video on our channel, we can easily sub to your other channels. Terry, um, Sabine's giving you a smile and thumbs up. Ellis says, hey, Mob, you live in Swiss? Ellis gives some questions. Timo says, yes, in the Emmental near Bern, Switzerland. Um, and Optimum gets up there to Italy too, Ellis. He's got a really good uh, video out there of him and Sabine. They travel around quite a bit up there, and he got pictures of you and of Italy and uh, so yeah. So anyway, a few days went by and I got a call from my cousin. Said that she wanted them pictures. She wanted to see them pictures. Well, they was in another computer, or in the computer. They weren't on my phone. So I told her, yeah, sure, I'll get them transferred into my phone, and I'll send them to you. Oh, here we've got another new person. Timo says, in 6 hours is premiere on our channel. We drove to Italy over Simpion Pass Road, and I made a movie, Ellis. Yeah, Ellis, Timo's a great videographer and an editor. His videos are beautiful, and it's always a pleasure riding with Timo and Sabine and Bax. We love Bax. Lady Bell Adventures says hello. Well, hello, Lady Bell. How are you on this fine Sunday morning, day before Veterans Day? Timo says, hello, Lady Bell Adventures. Sabine says hello, Lady Bell Adventures. Lady Bell Adventures says, hi, Optimob family. Terry's leaving a link, and she says, if you leave a comment there, I will subscribe also. Um, oh, and here we got another new person stopping in. Good morning, her hobby. Hello. Um, thanks for stopping in here on a Sunday morning. Oh my goodness, 7 people watching and 13 thumbs up. You all are too kind. Thank you so much for your support. You you don't know how much you're appreciated. Terry says hello, lady. Optimob says hello, her hobby. Lady Bell says hi, Sabine. Terry says, Sabine, I am trying to hook this link up for support. Her hobby says good morning. Optimob says, wow, Mobo. I know, Timo. Her hobby says, how are you doing? Doing great, hobby. Uh, the sun the sun is out today. It's been raining. We needed it so bad. And it's been foggy and kind of cloudy the past few days, but you can see it's the winds blowing out of the south, so we're going to warm up a little bit today. Uh, Lady Bell Venture says, hi, Terry. Um, Terry says, sending love and hugs, Mobo. Thank you, Terry. Right back at you, darling. Um, Lady Bell Adventure says, enjoy, Mobo. Her hobby says, glad to hear from you. Um, oh, here's another new one. Looks like they're probably from Russia or somewhere over that direction. Um, Says number 15, and he gives number 15 a piece. Right back at you, my foreign friend. Thanks for for stopping. I'm sure you probably found me on the scroll. I'm kind of a scroller too. Um, Terry says, Terry says, is what I meant is that is the other channel that I use to support all channels to help get more subs. Yeah, I know. I figured that's what that link was, Terry. Um, Her hobby says, hello, Optimob. Optimob says hello to our I don't know, I guess maybe that's Russian, to our Russian friend. Optimob says Mobo, I made a shout out. Timo, I tell you, brother. Uh, Timo says thank you all for stopping by. Uh, to our Russian friend. I don't understand that language, but I tell you, your your support is so much appreciated. Lady Bell Adventure sends a little smile with those. She got the semicolon and a parentheses that makes a smile. I love those those things y'all do. That's kind of cool. Terry says her hobby. I am a gig worker and a phlebotomist that loves to craft. Yes, Terry's got a wonderful channel, and it snowed it in Terry's uh, land the other day, or it has been still snowing. I think the ski slopes are opening up out there. Everybody's really happy. They got a bunch of snow out there, and Terry does events where they screen people's blood for diabetes and just she's a great person. I would trust her poking me anytime with her needle, and she makes some of the most beautiful things with epoxy and and she's been doing a drawing lately. Um, that's very cool. That she does. Um, Terry says, "Hobby, I subbed you." Um, Optimob says, "I wrote first in English, and after that in Russian." Cannot go BCEM. Thanks for stopping in, Kanako. Hey, I'm butchering that name. I know for sure that I'm butchering your name, and I apologize. But thank you so much from Russia. Oh my goodness, I'm blown away. Y'all are. It's it's what a great Sunday. Awesome. Um, Sabine says that's awesome, Terry. I just was really fast on your channel. I'll come back soon. Yeah, Sabine, I tell you, Terry, she's a wonderful lady. It's it's always fun to hang out with Terry. Yeah, she's a sweet lady. I really enjoy my time with her. Um, Optimob says the world is a village, Mobo. It certainly is, Timo. This really proves it. Um, here's people coming in here. Ellis from Italy, and now we've got Kronoko from Russia. I'm sure I butchered his name. I apologize for that. Uh, Terry says Sabine is so great to listen to. I know, Terry. I love both her and Timo. They're they it is fun. It is fun. And Timo and Sabine helps Timo. Every once in a while he has a little trouble finding the word. And Sabine, she's right there to help him along with it. They're beautiful people. Terry says, "Oh, chat's really starting to fly here." Terry says, "Optimob, Optimob, beautiful in so many places." Yeah, yeah, that's so true, Terry. Optimob says, "Yes, Terry. Yes, Terry's trips, tips, and talk." Uh, let's see. Let me scroll up. Here's another new person giving us a wave. Pauline Oside. Hi, Pauline. Happy Sunday morning. Thanks for coming in. Your support is so much appreciated. I tell you, though, fat hillbilly don't hardly know how to act. Um, Optimob says hello, Pauline Oside. Pauline sending more waves. Uh, Terry says, I don't comment much because I'm usually driving or doing something, but I really love to listen to her. I know, Terry. Uh, those two they're great. I didn't really realize you were in there with us. You see me running my finger. I'm always teasing my Timo because in the video it looks like he's driving 100 miles an hour, and I know it's just the video, but and they always honk in tunnels for me every now and then. Uh, they're wonderful people. I'm truly blessed to have made their acquaintance. And if I ever got to Switzerland, I think they'd put me and Miss Mobo up for a day or two and show us around. Pauline Oside says new friend from Kenya. Here's another wonderful person from Kenya. Uh, Pauline, I have a couple of folks that are from Kenya that that come in here and every now and then, and they have given me the support. Um, Beautiful country, wonderful people. Thank you so much for stopping in and uh, giving support. And wow, 15 thumbs up, I tell you. And there's still 3 people in here listening. I think there might be a couple more, but that's now it popped up to 5. It bounces around. YouTube basketball. Optimob says greetings to Kenya. Sabine says thank you, Terry. I am just jumping in and out of your channel. Optimob says Kenya. Pauline says Optimob, hello, my friend. Optimob says hi. Optimob says we will pick you and Miss Mobo and show you around Switzerland. I think I'd have to bring 2 or 3 inhalers with me. That altitude might get a hold of me, Optimob. Yeah, Timo, but I know I would love that no more than to do something like that. And Optimob says if we could. Timo, you're a wonderful person, man. I'm so lucky to have wonderful people like y'all to have made your acquaintance. Optimob says, thank you, Pauline Oside, for stopping by my friend Mobo. Pauline says, that's great. Oh, here's another wonderful person that I've been able to make acquaintance with over the tube. Marines and Army Mob. Hi, Mobo. Terry says, thank you, Mobo. Thank you for giving us this opportunity to gather. Oh, well, my pleasure and honor, Terry. But I tell you, Timo says, hey, Marine and Army Mom. Marine and Army Mom says, hey, Optimob. Pauline says, Terry's, hello. Sabine says, hello, Marine and Army Mom. Sends you love. Terry says, Pauline, hello. Optimob's dropping a link here. Marine Army Mom says, hi, Sabine. Optimob's dropped another link. Thanks, Timo. I appreciate it. Timo says, so you can sub to each other. Yeah, I'm falling behind here a little bit. Let me, best way to sub and leave a comment. Terry says, this chat is moving so fast. Here's a lot of love for y'all. And she's sending love and prayers to all of us. Timo says, let's grow together. Sabine says, as well, I meant my autocorrect was playing a trick on me. Sorry. Lady Bell Ventures says, bye, Mobo. I need to sleep now. Enjoy your live stream. And bye, everyone. Lady Bell, have a good evening. Let me do something real quick before you go. There might make it a little easier. I got a couple other. I need to back up here and do that. Timo says, bye, Lady Bell Adventures. Lady Bell Adventures says, see you around, guys. Yes, Lady Bell. Thanks for stopping in and hanging out. Your support is so appreciated. I thank you so much, and you rest well, darling, and we'll see you downstream. 10-4. Sabine says, bye, Lady Bell Adventures. Good night. Lady Bell says, thank you. Yeah, well, Lady Bell, this this is what this helps us connect. Um, you know, you're certainly welcome. That blue jacket and that big wrench is that's how we roll. Optimob leaving another link. Lady Bell Adventure says bye. Bye, Lady Bell. Again, thanks for coming in. Optimob says bye to Lady Bell. Optimob says congrats to 133 subs, Mobo. Oh, Timo, I need to back up here and do a little something. Let me back up here. There's somebody that this is why we do this, so we can connect. It's so important. I wish lots of other channels did this. Our I tell you uh, our community really uh, really really what's the word I'm looking for? I'm still looking. There's somebody else here. I need to. I need to do. We're gonna do this. These folks are kind of new to me, but they they took the time to stop here and chat with us. Um, let's see. I know I'm missing this. Ellis, where are you at there? Oh, there you are. There's Ellis. Um, this is how our community grows. We all benefit. We all benefit from this, and I've had a lot of people, uh, a lot of channels do that for me, and so I want to return the favor because I think it's really important. Uh, I'm falling behind here on chat. Oh, Terry says, Bobo, I love your 10-4. Oh, well, I'm an old truck driver and I wasn't over the road, but I did manage a fleet of of tractors. I worked for a hazardous waste company, and we had to. There was a lot of government compliance as far as transportation went, and I also took the tractors up to the city to get them serviced, and so uh, that's the old trucker coming out in me. Uh, Marine and Army Mom says, Sabine Pudsig, thank you so much for your kind words. Did I miss something here? Well, Sabine has kind words for all of us. We're so lucky um, for Sabine and Timo. Well, I missed it, but yes. Um, let's see. Terry says, I want to call you Uncle Mobo. Oh, Terry. Bless your heart. Well, darling, you're more than welcome to call me Uncle Mobo. I'd sure love to be I'm your YouTube uncle. You call me anything you want, but don't call me late for dinner. I'm sure Miss Mobo's probably like, well, you're late for breakfast. Here we are at an hour and 30 minutes. Optimob says, but I have to say bye for now. I have to walk with Bax. See you later at the premiere if you have time. Yes, Timo will be there, brother. Looking forward to it. I look forward to every Sunday at 2 o'clock. Optimob says it's a movie. LOL. It is, Timo. It's wonderful, wonderful. You take us on some wonderful trips. It's really beautiful over there. Sabine says, Marine and Army mom, I only say how I feel. Big hug to you. Yeah, Sabine is a beautiful person. We love you, Sabine, and that's a true statement. Uh, Terry says bye, Optimob. Terry says my son and my ex-husband were truck drivers. I tell you, it's a hard job. I didn't do over the road. Uh, I did local. I had I have a chauffeur's license, and so I was able to uh, uh, drive big trucks local. I had to stay within 100 miles of the lot of the company. So I did 100-mile trips, day trips, but that over the road trucking, that takes a special person. Uh, that there's a special breed to go out over the road. It's a hard life. Those our truckers deserve a lot better than they get too. It's really the industry has been going through some stuff as of late, and I'm hoping that that gentleman that's getting ready to take the reins will will help remedy some of this issues with the trucking industry right now. Here's Erica Schramm. Um, Hi, dear. I reckon you come across me on a scroll. I have seen you. Thank you so much for coming back and hanging with us here on this beautiful Sunday morning. Terry says, "So cool, Mobo. I thought you were a trucker." Well, then I did local delivery. I've 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 got several million miles, probably if I sit and figured them all up. Back in the day, I delivered. Uh, I worked in a warehouse, an auto parts warehouse at a car dealership, and I did local delivery, and and I wore out I think about two or three new trucks. They trade them in when they get up there several thousand, 100,000 miles on them. And then later on, I worked for a bearing company uh, up here in the city, and I delivered to all the, there's a power transmission company, bearings. Everything has bearings in it. And I delivered to all the heavy industries um, in the city, the auto plants, the the gravel pits, the food manufacturers. I was in every uh, food and heavy industry plant in the city, and I did that for many years. I think probably all total probably 15 or so years, and uh, I tell you uh, I really loved it. I loved to drive. That's why my cataracts were when they got so bad, and I couldn't drive for a year. Um, it was pretty rough. I'm not a real good passenger. You can ask Mrs. Mobo, but I got a lot better as time went on, and she's a great driver. She commuted back and forth to the city for 40 years, and uh, successfully. So she's a great driver too. Marine Army mom says my deceased husband was a truck driver. Um, I'll tell you, Marine Army mom. It's a great job. Uh, Met wonderful people. Uh, kept kept the presses and the machines are running because they don't run without bearings. Everything has bearings, roller bearings, needle bearings. Everything has bearings in it. Your car. Um, Too bad we don't produce them here in the United States anymore. That that's kind of been taken over by China. I'm hoping they can bring that back. I'm hoping our new president will bring a lot of this back home. But we need it. We need it so bad. Uh, Terry says, "MAM, God bless you. So sorry." Um, yeah, it's tough losing somebody close. Especially your husband. I can't even imagine. What my mom went through um, after my daddy was killed, and yeah, but they're with. He's with you there, Marine Army mom. He's right there. I said it. Um, Sabine says, Terry, this is funny. When I say mobo for the first time, I thought too that he is a truck driver. Oh, bless y'all's heart. Erica, I thought I'd done something here for you. Let me try it again. I thought I no no it's there. You just haven't hasn't come up there yet. Um, Sabine says hello, Erica Schramm. Timo says okay. I have to walk with backs. All right, Timo. We'll see you this afternoon. Well, see you this evening at your house. But we're looking forward to it, brother. You and Bax have a great walk. Hi, Bax. Go walk Timo. Don't make him run too much. You guys are so good, so wonderful. Um, Sabine says, yo, honey, then do it. We love you. Erica Schramm says, thank you. Yeah, you're welcome, Erica. This is important. Allows us all to connect and I've been so fortunate to have so many new people come in here. Here's another new person. I am. Hello, people. How are you? Wish for everyone good day. Right back at you. I am. Um, I am says Timo. Sabine. He says hello. He's waving thumbs up. Terry says Sabine. I love people's handles from YouTube. So creative and so representative of their soul and life. That's a true statement, Terry. It, it's pretty good to see some of their handles, and you got to be careful. Some of them tries to sneak something in on you. Some of these agitators and instigators, they're pretty sneaky. You got to kind of watch some of them. Read before you speak, right? Uh, Sabine says, "Hello, I am." Um, I am says, "Hey Terry." I am says, "Hey Sabine." I am says, "Hey Marine Mom." Terry says, "I got to get going. I got a few more things to do. God bless everyone here. God bless Mobo 10-4. God bless you, Terry. Thank you so much, darling, for spending your Sunday morning with me. Old Fat Hillbilly appreciates it. 10-4. Oh, what wonderful people. Um, Optimob says, "Hello, I am." Terry says, "Give Miss Mobo our love." I'll certainly do it, Terry. I certainly will. I'm probably going to have to wrap this up here too. I know she's got my breakfast waiting in there for me. That was kind of her hint, and here it is, almost an hour and 45 minutes. I am says hello, Timo. Well, I am, you're kind of new to me, but I'm going to do this because I think it's really important. Marie Mom says hi. Hi, I am. I am giving a thumbs up and a wave. Terry says I am. Hello and have a wonderful day. Yes, Terry. Be careful out there in that snow now. Make sure you wear your boots and a good heavy coat. I'm sure it's a little chilly. I am says God bless you. Optimom says I am. It's me, Sabine, who just said hello to you in Timo's stream. He is just walking out with Bax for a walk. Terry says, thank you. I am says, Terry, thank you. Big hello for you. I am says, Timo, okay. Sabine says, I am, giving you a thumbs up and a wave. I am giving us a thumbs up and a smile. I am says, I was in Army before. Well, thank you for your service. I am. You see, I got flags flying today in honor of our veterans and our great patriots that are doing such good works today, and will be in the Veterans Parade tomorrow in Branson, Missouri, and they'll be waving their flags. It's so important. You know, lots of folks need to see this flag. This is the only flag I fly. You know, a lot of the flags kind of trigger folks, but I fly our flag because people have kind of forgotten where they live, and so I fly the flag to help them remember where where they where they live and how important it is. Our flag is. I'm falling behind on chat. Sabine says, yes, I am. Is a wonderful person. He is our pilot and is flying for the Emirates Airlines. Wow. Thanks, I am. That's quite a job. A lot of responsibility. Sabine says, and he is a great support as well. I thought I'd done this. Let me. Oh, no, he got this blue jacket there, and a big wrench. Oh, there he is. Yeah, he's turned blue. Sabine asks, are you working right now? I am. Says, nope. Yesterday, I was fly. Today, I am free. Well, enjoy your day off. Tomorrow, I have a flight to LA again. Wow. Sabine says, Mobo, I am is from U.S. He is a very nice gentleman. Well, I'm glad I'm glad that you're in here. I appreciate you stopping in and chatting with us on this beautiful Sunday morning. Again, thank you for your service and what you do. It's a great responsibility. Your job comes along with great responsibility. Thank you. Sabine says, Mobo, I am. Oh, yes, I read that one. I'm trying to catch up. Sabine says, oh, that's good to hear. I am. Says, thank you, Sabine. Sabine says, oh, okay. are you flying one day to Switzerland as well? I.M. says, yes, I will, but I don't know when. Maybe next week. Sabine says, cool. I.M. says, in that case, we will go on lunch. Sabine says, I.M., if you do come, let us know. We will come visit you. I.M. says, of course. Sabine says, cool. Awesome. That would be fun. Yeah, that would be cool, Sabine. Yeah, I.M. says, yes. Mrs. Mobo says, excellent driver. Yes, honey, you are an excellent driver. Um, I was, I'm sorry I wasn't a better passenger. Sabine says, hello, Mrs. Mobo. I.M. says, thank you for the live stream. Emirates, I was, I was for in Army on F-16s. Oh, I was flying Army on F-16s. After that, I go on commercial flights. I was born in Croatia. Wow. Well, I am. Um, that's an incredible. That's an incredible history that you got going on there. Um, that's you drove using Eagle Driver. Yeah. Um, I was an Eagle Driver, but it was a international Eagle, 18 wheelers. Um, so I love an Eagle Driver. Um, thank you for all you do for the public and moving us around. I'm not much on flying though. I like to say I'm a driver. Uh, they're gonna have to build the bridges to to get me across the ocean. I don't know. That'd be kind of, I don't know about. I'm not much of a flyer. Just a driver. Love driving. Always have. I.M. says thank you. God bless you. Goodness gracious. I.M. says I understand. Appreciate your understanding there. I.M. But there's a lot of folks you know they're flyers, and then you got your folks that likes to jump out of them. I never understood that, jump out of a perfectly good airplane. I don't know if I could ever skydive either. I like my feet on the ground. Goodness gracious. Well, I tell you, here we're approaching 2 hours. I wasn't going to go much more than an hour this morning, but man, I tell you, y'all, here's 5 people. I know I am. Oh, oh goodness. Yeah. I like my feet on the ground. I love watching it. We live in the flight pattern here, um, and so we get to see a lot of different military aircraft. One of my favorites is the A-10 Warthog. We see quite a few of them, uh, and we see quite a few other ones too. I don't like talking about that too much because it can kind of give away, what our military does. We live pretty close to a base out here, and so we get the pleasure to see a lot of great military aircraft, uh, uh, and so. But I love the A-10s. Their sound. Now there's supposedly some F-16s out there, but we don't see them much. I think they're more for defense than they are uh, for training. I think they have a squadron out there for defense. Sabine says Timo was in the German army. He never landed with the plane. He jumped out. Well, I tell you, Timo, um, thank you for your service, sir. Um, it's so wonderful to find out these things about these wonderful people that I've been blessed to have come into my chat and to be able to be in their chat and uh, that's I did not know that about Timo. Have never heard that before. Thank you, Sabine. Yes, uh, well, he's a brave man. I could have never been a paratrooper. I'd have been the infantry guy. I'd have been the driver of the supply trucks or the one that worked on them. I was pretty mechanical back in the day. Uh, I kind of can't do that anymore. It's pretty tough for me to get down and get back up again. I am says I will back. Dinner is finished. We'll be back again. Love you people. I am. Enjoy your dinner, sir. Thank you for your service again on this upcoming veterans your upcoming day tomorrow. You'll be in our hearts and in our prayers when you're in the air. And I look forward to our next meeting on the stream. So we'll see you downstream. 10-4. Sabine says, so I will have fun when I will fly the first time with Timo, and the airplanes will go in for a landing into landing mode. Yeah. Oh, that's funny. Uh, yeah, like you say, he's used to jumping out of them, not landing in them. That's pretty good. Sabine says, bye, Em. You enjoy your dinner. Thank you for coming in to this wonderful chat of Mobo. Oh, Sabine, what kind words. And here we are approaching 2 hours. And so on that note, uh, I'm gonna end this wonderful chat for now. I'm so blessed to have such wonderful people in here. I want you all to enjoy your Sunday. Mobo, I probably have to pin Timo on the seat. LOL. Yeah, yeah, that landing, it's a little nerve wracking. I have flown, not very much, but that landing, yeah, yeah, that's a whole nother experience. The taking off's one thing, but that landing is. We flew into San Francisco. Um, uh, you know, I never did finish the story about my wonderful cousin. Uh, may she rest in peace. Wonderful person. I'll finish that next time. Um, yeah, but we flew into San Francisco, and you fly in over the water, and that was quite an experience to see that water coming up there underneath the plane. It looks like we was getting ready to land in the water. It was quite an experience. Yes. Um, Sabine says, "Thank you, Mobo, for this wonderful live stream." Uh, Sabine, thank you. Uh, I, I'm. You're certainly welcome. Always, and I am eternally grateful always for to be so blessed to have such wonderful people. I'm glad you all watched the flags fly today, and not me and my old silly self looking into the phone and it's been so wonderful to have y'all in here. Sabine says we had so much fun and a very nice time with you. Big hug to Miss Mobo and to you. Well, thank you, Sabine, and I look forward to seeing you this evening, Switzerland time, afternoon here in Middle America, Missouri, for the show this evening. Looking forward to seeing Italy, and maybe we'll see Ellis. We'll be looking for you, Ellis. Um, Again, y'all, here it is, 19 thumbs up. How blessed am I? Sabine says, have a blessed Sunday. Yes, darling. And like I say, we'll see you later. And I'll give you, I'll sneak around front here and say, peace and have a great rest of your day. See you downstream. 10-4.